and the brave get made. PHG in the air, hear the whole room call. Season 4 tonight, yeah, we came to ball. Chrome on the nose and the tires scream. Every lap a test, every corner a dream. Legends in the lane with the pressure on. When the lights go down, we're already gone. PHG, PHG. Let it ring through the dome. Bring that fire to the track, bring it all back home. Drivers on edge, eyes locked, hands cold. One more shot at glory, one more story told. Coming on tight, heart loud on my chest. Nerves like a wire, but I never rest. Grid full of ghosts with the title to keep. And the whole world waiting when the red lights sleep. Every move sharp, every line stays clean. Close on the inside, cut through the scene. If you want the crown, better hold that pace. Cause the legends don't blink in a high-speed race. Hear that shit now. PHG, PHG, PHG. Feel it shake now. PHG, PHG. One breath, one line, one chance to shine. No backing off, it's go time. The go time. PHG, PHG, let it ride. Legends race here, nowhere to hide. PHG, PHG, feel the flame. Season 4, we all know the name. PHG, PHG, take the crown when the lights hit red. We don't slow down. PHG, PHG, hear that roar. The legends race here, and we want more. Late apex pressure, I'm cutting it close. Paint on the bumper, I'm ghost to the ghost. They want my line, but I've been that raw. One hard pass and the whole room cool. Burnt out rubber on the edge of the fight. Every lap counts in the dead of night. If the pack comes close, I don't move back. I hit that gap like a clean attack. Hear that chant now. PHG, PHG, PHG. Feel it shake now. PHG, PHG. One breath, one line, one chance to shine. No backing off, it's go time. PHG, PHG, let it ride. Legends race here, nowhere to hide. PHG, PHG, feel the flame. Season 4, we all know the name. PHG, PHG, take the crown when the lights hit red. We don't slow down. PHG, PHG, hear that roar. Legends race here, and we want more. Yeah. Look at that lineup. Look at that pressure. This is where the fast learn fear, and the fearless learn speed. PHG, World Series Season 4. Not a warm-up, not a preview. This is the race. This is the run. This is where legends move. Take the signal, lock the pace. One more lap, one more chase. Hands stay steady, eyes stay true. Every rival pushing through. When the crowd all rise and the engine scream, we break the limit, we own the drive. PHG, PHG, let it ride. Legends race here, nowhere to hide. PHG, PHG, feel the flame. Season 4, we all know the name. PHG, PHG, take the crown when the lights hit red. We don't slow down. PHG, PHG, hear that roar. Legends race here, and we want more. PHG, legends race here. Season 4, we're live, we're locked, we're going. Welcome in, buckle in, tune that grip. PSG World Series Season 4, let it rip. 4 wheels, hard lines, one more lap. Hear that chant, shake the whole room back. PSG, PSG, say it again. From the first green light to the very end. We came for the smoke, came for the pace, came for the chase, came for the race. So if you hear that roar in the back of your mind, that's the feel coming up on the inside. PSG, PSG, let it ride. Season 4, and it's ours tonight. gloves on tight, hands on the wheel and the whole room bright. Break points carved like cuts in stone. Every turn got a name of its own. Close draft breath in the mirror glow. One bad move.
Hello everybody and welcome to the PHG World Series. We are in the final round, round 7 here and day 2 of qualifying. It's going to be mostly Group 1 cars today. I am joined in the booth by my good friend Mustang Chuck. How you doing, Mr. Chuck?
I am doing great, Sal. How you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm really looking forward to this last day of pre-qualifying before we get into the final races this weekend. I know for both of us, this is our final broadcast of the season. I'm not going to be around this weekend. Sounded like you are not either, so we're going to have a good time tonight watching these guys qualify.
Unfortunately I got to work this weekend, but I am glad to see we're back at Daytona Road Course, one of my favorite road courses, and we also have some of my favorite vehicles out here qualifying. So I am, really excited to see how this qualifying night turns out.
Yeah, I saw in the car lineup there are 4 different Ford options in the Group 3 category. So we'll see how many people use them. I know Group 3 was yesterday. I did not get a chance to watch a lot of the qualifying yesterday, so I'm not sure how that spread was. But tonight, it's mostly going to be Group 1. There's going to be an awful lot of these and they're all going to be the Group 1, Group C cars. So the older school.
These older school Group 1 cars, some of them just are, straight blitzing on, especially high-speed tracks like this. Sal, we were talking about earlier before the broadcast started, as we see Crew Lob coming out with 787B, how this one can be really, really fast, especially at something like the Daytona Road Course, because if you look at how the track is laid out, you're using almost the entirety of the super speedway layout here with just a few turns interspersed in.
Yeah, I mean, that infield course, you literally just dive in, do the little infield, and then come right out where you went in. So, you get most of the speedway. They break it up with the Le Mans chicane there on the backstretch, but other than that, these cars still get up to very close to their max speed. Should be entertaining. It's really all about who can get to that top end the fastest in these cars. I expect to see a lot of the 787Bs, but I've been surprised in the past. We'll see how it is. And in fact, we see Jeffrey here in the Nissan, the R92. I'm kind of partial to the R92. I do like that one, but I know a lot of people go for the 787. So we'll see what kind of disparity we have tonight. Oh, I should switch over to Group 1 qualifying. There we go. Looks like we only had 2 people qualify yesterday in the Group 1 category. S7R Wid at the top of the chart. No big surprise there. He's been at the top of the chart for the vast majority of the season. But we'll see how many cars we get in tonight. I know. What are your thoughts on this being on the 4th of July weekend? I know that it's a time to celebrate. A great time to go watch a race. Do we think we're going to get a large number of drivers for the weekend?
I really hope we do. However, I do understand that it's also summertime and it's also the 4th of July weekend. So I can't really blame anybody if they have other things to do other than, watch some racing, because this is a very important and very big 4th of July, as everybody knows through various media outlets. This is America's 250th birthday. So I would not shame anybody if they had other things to do on this great weekend.
Yep, it's a quarter of a millennia. Is that what 1,000 years is?
Yeah.
Is it millennia? All right, quarter of a millennia.
Okay.
Which is pretty cool. I've definitely seen the 250 graphics all over the place. But yeah, I mean, luckily the Saturday race, the actual 4th of July race, is earlier in the day. We start at 1 p.m. Central. Hopefully we get plenty of drivers to come on out, and hopefully we get plenty of fans to come out and watch long before, you know, the fireworks at night. Maybe conflicting with some regional parades, but, you know, should be a good time. I mean, what's more American than going out to the races anyway, so...
Oh yeah, especially when we got some classic American, well, not necessarily classic, but some American vehicles ripping around Daytona here in the PHG World Series, with regards to the Corvettes and the Mustangs and my dream car, the Ford GTs. So yes, it would be something that you can definitely watch and have a good time with if you are not previously engaged to go to fireworks and hanging out with family and all that.
Absolutely. And I did notice we have the truth serum here at the top of the speed chart. We're about halfway through this qualifier. He's only 2 1/1000ths ahead of Talon in P2, and there's less than 6/10 separating all 4 of these drivers. So if this is indicative of what we're going to see, we may have some very tight qualifying times. I did see in the Group 3 category, I was just browsing some of the stats there earlier, and it looks like that was also a very tight qualifying session. DeTruth Serum knocking off 4/10ths, breaking the 133 barrier down to a 132.978, still half a second off Wid. But that is a very good time. Talon dropped more time as well to 133.1. Let's see, where's Jeffrey at? He's coming out of the final turn here. See if he's on for an improvement. Jeffrey, relatively new to the series. Oh yeah, he drops a half second off, moves up into P3.
Ooh, nice improvement.
But yeah, I think this season, season 4, is the first time we've seen Jeffrey. It's nice seeing the new drivers come out. He's been here pretty much all season now and has really turned out to be a solid, like, split 1 contender pretty regularly. I've seen him in my a couple of my Joker Series races as well, and has turned out to be quite the quick driver. So anxious to see what he pulls off in this event.
Let's just look at these speeds coming up, you know, up into the bus stop, and out of the bus stop is the Truth Serum. And as he's going to cross the start-finish line, you're going to see close to, if not over 200 miles an hour, faster than NASCAR. It's all about
the speed. 4 miles an hour.
Truth and Talon both coming into the pits. Let's see, Krulob's back out. I think he reset back to the pits, so he had, or no, he didn't reset to the pits. He is down a quarter tank, so he's out on a fresh set of softs, lower fuel load, starting his hot lap. Jeffrey, we'll see if Jeffrey comes in to get a new set of racing softs, or if he decides to just stay out. He does have enough time. Yep, looks like he's going to come in. He's going to have enough time for one more hot lap with a low fuel load. We'll stay on board with Krulov since he's the only one on a hot lap right now. But yeah, I mean, once again, all these drivers have improved since their first hot lap, and they're still within 6/10. So everybody's improving at the same rate. We'll see if that sticks. Krulov going really wide in the West Horseshoe.
Ooh.
That might affect his time. We'll see as he comes out of this turn here and onto the high bank where he's at compared to his personal best. He's still up by a 10th. With the lower fuel load, he should be able to get through the Le Mans chicane pretty quick, and he will get one more hot lap on the low fuel load with still some fresh tires.
Oh, there you go. You know, sometimes maybe we'll see a surprise out of Krulov with the less fuel load and all that. You know, maybe it's all part of his strategy.
Well, with a lot of these cars,
that looks like it might have been a cut.
He's up 3. Oh, he lost it.
There it is.
So that's going to be a throwaway, and unfortunately, that's going to, or no, it is going to slow him down here, but it will affect his next lap. The beginning of this final lap is going to be slower. but he was up 0.3. So there's the possibility he could still have an improvement. I was going to say, these cars do take a little time for the tires to come up to temp and to really kind of come into their own. Especially with Daytona being a relatively short track, only 1.5 minutes to get around. You know, that second hot lap may actually be a better profile for the tire. It may actually be a better lap time than, you know, coming out on just the one last hot lap like these other guys are doing. So,
Yeah,
again,
yeah,
that's a
I'll
disadvantage,
definitely,
but we'll see.
yeah, I'll definitely agree to that. You know, sometimes it just takes a while. You know, aside from the super speedway portions, there's not a whole lot of banking to really heat up the tires and, you know, kind of really tax them and bring them up to temp. So I'll agree with that, Sal, is that, you know, it can take a lot of time to heat up the tires at a track like the Daytona road course.
It looks like everybody, as they've crossed the time checks, is not on their personal best. Jeffrey was really close, less than 1/10 off of his personal best. So we'll see where they're at coming out of the end here. Let's see, Truth. Oh, I missed the time checks on those. So just go on with Krulov as he gets to the line. 10 seconds to go. Is he going to get another one? He's going to get another lap. There we go.
Ooh, let's see how this
Truth going to
goes.
get another lap. He improves, and Talon improves, and gets another lap. So all three of these drivers are getting one more. Jeffrey on his final time through the chicane. The Le Mans chicane.
Oh, Jeffrey. Oh, no, I don't know.
I think he got it, but he's 3/10
Got it?
down. Yeah, I think he was good, barely. But he is 3/10.
It looks like he got it.
Yep. See as he comes to the line, see if that cut helped him. Nope, still not an improvement. So, all right, let's check in with the final three. Krulov coming to the time check here as they get onto the high bank. About even.
Oh, he's close.
The Truth is up by 0.3. Talon up by 1/10. These guys are on heaters. Oh, Krulov up 1,000th. I missed the rest of them.
On chicane.
Krulov through, the Truth coming through, Talon coming through. Whew, using all the track.
Let's see what they can do coming up.
Funny, those things are
to
red line.
Trioval.
Things are red line coming through turn 4.
At
Krulov
over 200 miles an
about
hour.
1/10. The Truth knocks off 1/4 second. Talon knocks off 0.3 seconds. And is only 1/100th off of the Truth serum. Oh, what a close set of times here. The Truth serum with the 132.677. Talon with the 132.687. Both of those only 0.2 off of our leader, Sector 7's WID. Jeffrey with a 133.394 in the Nissan, and Krulov with a 133.446 in the 787B. Oh, man, those times are tight. I hope we see an awful lot of this today.
Yeah, everything within a second of each other. I saw that correctly.
Yep, all within 0.8 even.
Yeah. I mean, anything can happen with that, especially in the high banked super speedway portions of that. You know, you get tucked up in that draft and you can really close that gap and try to make a pass.
Yep, absolutely. All right, well, they're resetting to find out who's going to be in for group number 2. Really quickly, I'd like to do a quick shout out to all of our sponsors. The 4 sponsors we have for the PHG World Series this season is SimNet, and then we've got Paul Davis Restoration. We have MZW Sim Hardware, and of course 4D Racewear coming back for another season as well. Definitely go check all those guys out. show them some love. Thank them for coming and supporting what we're doing here in the PHG World Series. And speaking of supporting, if anybody who's out there listening, if you could please like and subscribe to this channel. We do a lot of broadcasting and stuff around here. I do some of my own stuff as well, but we do love the PHG World Series and all the stuff we have going on here. So like, subscribe, come on back for more in the future. Looks like we're going to get our second session underway. Got PHG Aero and NVR Saint. NVR stands for New Velocity Racing. We learned that just a couple weeks ago when we had an NVR member in the booth.
Let's see, we've got them coming out of pit stalls, getting ready to start their their out lap, not the hot laps just yet. It's one of the little details I like is the jet taking off and landing at Daytona International Airport as Aero and Saint take to the track, get on their out lap, and start warming up their tires, getting ready for a good, solid hot lap.
We'll say
See
PHG
all
Aero
of our
and
sponsors on the side of these high-speed 787Bs.
I will say PHG Aero in his typical maroon and orange colors. I love it. And he's also representing Upshift Media there on the front. So that do a quick shout out to Upshift Media Studios. Go find them on YouTube as well at Upshift Media Studios and subscribe to that channel. That is a endeavor that myself and 5 others are launching to do broadcasting for all sorts of other leagues as well. We've got the VIP League that's going to be starting next week after we wrap up here in the PHG World Series, so looking forward to that. If there are any VIP members out there listening who would like to come in the booth and just kind of give us the what's up on that upcoming league, by all means, hit me up in Discord. We could think about bringing you into the booth to chit-chat about the excitement around the inaugural VIP League that's going to be starting.
Yes, indeed. As we see, it looked like Aero came back out of the pits. He have a mistake and reset.
Well, his tires are red. I don't think he came out of the pits.
Maybe I missaw. It happens.
He wouldn't be that close to Saints if he had come out of the pits.
Fair enough. As they're coming around to the high-speed section here, and this is where the 787B really shows its quality with its top end. You're going to see them top 200 miles an hour, maybe 1 or 2 mile an hour over.
And it looks like Aero giving plenty of room to Saint to get ahead and get some space. As a reminder to the drivers out there, Slipstream is turned off for these pre-qualifying sessions, so giving each other plenty of space is highly recommended. Good examples being shown by Saint and Aero here. As they finish up their first hot lap. We are safe with a
202 miles an hour. My goodness.
33.6 right off the bat. 34.6 for PHG Aero. 33.6, I think that's what we saw the True Serum do in his first lap. So Saint might be looking to get into that 132 range by the time we get to the end here. A little off here on the second lap. Aero also off of their previous hot lap time. But 6 minutes left to go in this qualifier.
Yep, ducks into the corner, coming back up to the high-speed section. Oh, gets a little wiggly there. Let's see what coming up on the next time check for both of them.
Arrow not far off. NBR Saint is about 8/10 off. That wiggle, I think, hurt him. This is probably going to be a throwaway lap, but try to get himself prepared for the next lap. Arrow only 1.4 off. Could make that up in these final 2 sectors.
Yeah, and that's one of the challenges in these higher downforce cars like these Group Cs and the 787Bs is, you want to take the corners safely, right? But you also want to make sure you've got enough speed to keep a lot of the air flowing over the car so that you can, keep the downforce on there. As we see both Saint and Arrow duck into the pits, take some new softs.
Yep, so they're going to get 2, if not 3 hot laps on these fresh softs. They've used a quarter tank of fuel already. So I think this is a good move. I think, swapping these tires out early, although Saint did not swap tires. I think maybe that was a misclick in the pits, because he didn't fuel and didn't take tires, so that pit stop was kind of irrelevant. We'll see if he comes in again. But PHG Arrow will have, like I said, 2 or 3 hot laps on these tires. I really think that's the golden strategy.
Yeah, and I got to give a shout out to Saint. I did see the nose art on his vehicle. As an old competitive Star Wars Squadrons player, I can appreciate that, especially someone who flew an X-Wing. So shout out to you, Saint. We can maybe get a shot of those nice, clean X-Wings across his nose. There we go. Long live the rebellion.
That does look nice. I think I've got that same decal. I've used it on a couple of cars. But well done, well done.
Coming up across the line
Arrow taking
here.
the long way around, trying to get as much speed as possible for this hot lap. So where he tops out at 200, 201,
201,
202,
202,
203. I saw 203.
Yeah, I saw 203
For a split
My
second.
goodness. Yeah, I really think Saint might have made a mistake in the pits.
Yeah.
Unless he's got something, in his back pocket that we're not aware of.
Yeah, I mean, really coming in right away to correct the mistake probably would have been the best way to go. At this point, by the time he gets around, I don't think he's going to be able to hit and come out again. I think he's just going to have to do this qualifier on these worn softs. I mean, that right rear is already at half.
Yeah, that right rear is starting to die.
And he might get 2 more hot laps, but I can't imagine after this lap here there'll be much of an improvement. But, we will see. He gets through the Le Mans chicane just fine. He is down a second. Let's check in with Arrow as he comes to the time check. He is up by half a second, so that low fuel load and the fresh tires makes a lot bigger difference than I would have originally anticipated. But as we've watched these guys in all these pre-qualifying sessions, that does seem to be the way to go. Ooh, knocked 0.6 off down to a 34 flat. Saint, he's in the infield where that tire wear is going to hurt him the most. See that first time check, he is down 0.3 already. Arrow coming to it is only 2 100ths off. Could be looking at an improvement on this lap if he just puts it together for the remaining sectors. Saints had a hard time coming out of that corner. Always trying to get the power down. I mean, that's the tricky part with that corner. You really want to get the power down as fast as possible. But if you wiggle that rear end, you lose so much time because you've got the long straightaway. And without getting the good exit speed, it hurts you that whole way through. Arrow's still just about dead even with his time.
Yeah, and that's one of the challenges of a course like this, is it blends the twisty turnies of a road course with the discipline you need for a super speedway. So,
ooh, and Arrow picks up a pen and was half a second down there. So something didn't go his way in the Le Mans chicane. NBR Saint came out really conservative in that last one. I think he was just throwing this last lap away. So I think these times we have here are where they're going to sit. 133.6 for Saint, a 34 flat for Arrow. So there we go. We've got Oak and Tommy Turismo in the lobby. They'll be up for the next session.
you know, I can definitely appreciate wanting to get your qualification done, you know, up and out of the way. It's almost like, you know, how I like to do my GTWS stuff. If I'm off on weekends that I'm doing GTWS, I like to try to knock my, you know, race out once I feel comfortable. You know, just knocking it out first thing. And, you know, I'm very much a one and done guy. And I think a lot of that can kind of translate over into these qualifications. Is there's only so much you can practice, right? And, you know, yeah. So it can really be something that you need to keep in mind. And hello, my wife. My wife is down in the chat. Hello, Mrs. Chuck.
I did see that Saint confirmed our fears. He accidentally hit no tires when going into the pits. So too bad for Saint. Hopefully that time will still put him in a split indicative of his pace. Looks like we have Oak here in the Dodge Viper, so a Group 3 car. McNaughty joins in with a Group 1 car. It's up to Shaggy to make the call whether we're going to run this as a Group 1 or Group 3 qualifier. We've got NVR's Hot Air, Nasty, as you mentioned, and Tommy Turismo also in here. PHG Nasty also in the Viper.
That's going to be an interesting battle, Sal, to see the Vipers versus what I'm assuming would be the Ford GTs. We were once again talking before the broadcast about top end speed. That'd be something really interesting to see, these Vipers versus the newer Ford GTs.
Yep, absolutely. I do believe in the dailies anyway, the Viper is typically the pick when it comes to Daytona road course in Group 3. But yeah, as you mentioned, that the Ford GT is no slouch.
Oh no.
Now we did see last season. I do want to talk a little bit of a blast from the past. Last season, when we were here at the Daytona road course, Wid came out and ran the Ford Mustang in the Group 3 and was actually able to put together a fairly reasonable finish. He was, I think, top 5 in the Mustang of all cars. Probably the least performer in all the Group 3s we have to select here. No, no bash on the Mustang. It's just in the game. It is not.
Yeah,
it is not great. Now. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love to bash a Mustang, but in the game, it's not because it's a Mustang. It's just because Kaz doesn't want to give the Mustang any love. I wish they would. I honestly would love to see more Mustang Corvette battles. It's like right now there just isn't any.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's just a, I don't know. Balanced performance doesn't really fit Ford in general. I mean, even with the top end of the Ford GT, like we were talking about before, it doesn't seem very viable in most of the Polyphony Digital sanctioned events. And I don't know why that is. I mean, these are, in my opinion, some of the most incredible, greatest cars ever made. But I might be a little bit biased.
You think?
Just a wee bit.
I do hope now that they've brought in a number of the different like IMSA and WEC cars into the game, both in Group 1 and Group 3, that I do hope they bring in the Dark Horse Mustang, because then I think we could have like a legit track battle, and that would be fun to watch.
Oh yeah, I would agree. I would.
So I would imagine they would at least make that one competitive.
Yeah, that would be a very fun one to watch, because as much as I love my American manufacturers first and foremost, everybody knows my love for Fords and Mustangs, and I would love to see them dominate. Which actually that made me happy. I had to turn off the 6 hours of the Glen to switch on NASCAR, but it was nice to see in the GTD Pro to see a Mustang up on the podium.
There you go. Along the same lines of them bringing in the if they bring in the Dark Horse, they do also need to bring in the Corvette C8. Let's see. It looks like Mullet's readied up. I wonder if Mullet's. I'm assuming Mullet Squared. That's got to be Mullet's son, who we saw last week. It looks like they're readied up as well. So it looks like this is going to be a Group 3 qualifier, with a number of Group 1 drivers chomping at the bit to get in on the next one. But 5 Vipers. You know what? I'm going to look at the qualifying sheet, because I am anxious to know how many of the Group 3 cars we had yesterday were Vipers, because I think we logged that. Give me a little time to look that up. Here we are, Group 3 qualifying. Round 7.
Yes, Drobo.
Jeez, almost all Vipers.
WID is an alien, and agreed. WID is crazy fast. And BK Dude Johnny Boy says Mustang is the greatest car ever made. Come on now, Chuck. Yes, the Mustang is the greatest car ever made. I will die on this hill.
All right, so looking at the qualifying from yesterday, it looks like it is all Dodge Vipers, other than there were 2 standouts who used the Ford GT race car of 2018 and 1 Chevrolet Corvette. Otherwise, all the rest were Vipers. So it's very much a Viper fest here at Daytona.
Well, and the Viper does have, you said it was the newer Ford GTs, right?
Yeah, the 2018. It looks like C-Dubs and Shaggy ran the Ford GTs.
Yeah, so the Ford GTs are, they've got, almost half as many cylinders, but they do have the twin turbos. Much to my chagrin, I really wish they would have kept with the old school V8, American horsepower. But we will see them being very good at the top end of the super speedway portions of the track, as we see Mullet and Mullet Squared coming up here on to the Le Mans chicane. We've got PHG Nasty in a Viper, a little bit back behind him, but getting ready to go to the Le Mans chicane himself.
It looks like Oak and Nasty certainly have plenty of space. These guys in the middle probably need to give each other a little bit more space, but here we go, about ready to start their hot laps. Oak running his MMR livery, representing Moose Mafia Racing. Oak is he's got dual citizenship. He is both a PHG member and a Moose Mafia member.
There you go.
I suppose he's running the Moose Mafia flag in the PHG World Series in order to not show any bias. He is also our head steward, so Oak's done a lot of work with putting together the stewarding guidelines and helping guide the stewarding process, which is very difficult. You know, behind the scenes, the stewards have commented a bit that this season has been one of the toughest as far as stewarding goes. There's been a number of incidents that are so close to call. You know, it's hard to classify something as, you know, just a racing incident. You know, anybody who gets crashed out, they always feel wrong. Nobody's like, oh, you know what? Yeah, that happened. That's just not how us racers work. But we've certainly had a number of incidents that either were classified as such or could have been because they were so marginal. So no rest for the wicked when it comes to the stewarding process, and we are happy that he's doing it.
Yeah, there's a reason why I'm not. Yeah, there's a reason why I'm not a steward. You know, because I really don't envy their job. They really got to, as we see Mullet Squared come through the Le Mans chicane, as well as Nasty. They definitely have a tough job. Oh, Nasty a little bit squirrely there.
See Oak coming to the line. 146.5. I should actually switch this to the Group 3 qualifying. Let's see, our split 1 cutoff is a 146.6, and the split 2 cutoff is a 146.8. That means there are 7 drivers within 0.2 of a second. So a 46.5 that provisionally puts Oak in split 1 territory. We've got Mullet with a 47.3. PHG's Nasty with a 48.3. Mullet Squared with a 48.9, and Tommy Turismo with a 49.6. I think Mullet maybe had to get around Tommy. I suspect Mullet's going to put down a lot faster time than a 47.3. But we shall see. Let's see Oak coming around
indeed.
on the backstretch. 1/10 down on his personal best. Let's see, Mullet's going to be up next. See if he is up on his time. He is, almost half a second. Mullet Squared up almost 2/10. Nasty up almost 3/10. So everybody looking for improvements here. See Mullet coming out of the Le Mans chicane. Ooh, lost some time in the chicane there.
Oof, that chicane can really, you know, it looks simple, but it's really not.
Oak coming into the pits. I think Mullet is doing the same.
Like, I have more trouble with this chicane than I do, as we see 2 seconds up from Tommy Turismo. I think I saw that right, but yeah, I have more trouble with this chicane than I do the chicane at Watkins Glen.
Yeah, the one at Watkins Glen can be really tricky. That one, if you don't hit it quite right, can really bounce the front end. The one here at Daytona is a bit more flat. It's just a matter of getting that front end to bite. But in both cases, you have, you know, you're pretty much at top speed going into the thing. But I think this one's not quite as wide of a swing as the one at Watkins Glen, but not by much. They're pretty close. Tommy Turismo, like you mentioned, Chuck, he had a 2-second improvement over that previous lap. I think that goes along with what I was saying, that him and Mullet may have had to deal with a pass there that cost him a lot of time on that second lap that he made up for on the third.
Indeed, indeed.
But now, after everybody's cycled their pits through it, looks like there's a little bit more space there in the back of the pack. We should see some clean runs coming up. Now that they pit, we'll see these guys putting down their personal bests. Looks like Tommy Turismo's off by about a 1/10.5. I suspect he may come into the pits and be able to get one more hot lap, maybe. Yep, looks like he is going to dive in. It's going to be tight. It's going to be real tight to see if he can make it all the way around. He's got, take a 1.5 minutes. Well, no, I take it back. He's got a whole minute he can go through the pits, so I think he's fine.
Yeah, Talon says Watkins Glen is easier because you don't have to worry about the exit as much. Yeah, I would agree with that. There's a mile worth of banked wide open throttle at Watkins. Yeah.
I don't know. Every time I've taken Watkins, the exit I find far more precarious than here at Daytona. I've certainly spun it because on the exit here, if you miss the exit, you get a pen. But at Watkins, if you cut that exit or you wiggle your car a little bit, the front end bounces and then you can spin out. I don't know, and maybe it's just me, but I have a much tougher time on the exit at Watkins.
I think it's a debate on the turn following the exit, Sal, of the chicanes between Daytona and Watkins, because it's much easier if you make a mistake on the exit of Watkins to tuck into the draft of the car in front of you and try to hang on. Because you've got another turn coming up right away, so the car in front of you has to slow down, versus if you get a perfect exit out of the Le Mans chicane here at the Daytona road course, you are flat out until the start finish and into turn one.
I see what you're saying. So it's easier to lose the draft here than it is at Watkins. Okay, that's fair. Wow, Oak with a 0.6 improvement. I think I saw at a previous time check, Mullet was up over 0.4 before, or up, he was up 0.4 purple. Let's see where he's at now. 0.2 purple, a 45.6. Bumps Oak down to second. Let's see, Nasty coming to the line. Up almost 0.4 on his personal best. Mullet with the 45.6, less than 0.3 off of Jorge Sr.'s time, who is our current leader in the Group 3 class. And, I mean, Oak is only 0.2 off of Mullet. So, I mean, again, we are seeing some tight qualifying times near the top of the leaderboard.
Oh, no. Like he got a little bit. We got up with that second way back here rather.
Yeah, it looks like neither of them are going to do well on their final. They are on their final lap of this session. Mullet Squared is up almost half a second. And Nasty we just missed. Let's check back in with Mullet. Well, he still has a half-second penalty. So that is probably not going to go the way he wants. But Tommy Turismo on a hot lap with the freshest tires out there is up 3.5 tenths on his personal best. So could see an improvement by the end here. See Oak not able to improve on that one. We go with Tommy Turismo to the line. Does improve 0.4.
There you go.
We got Mullet Squared up almost half a second. Nasty almost dead even with his previous best. There we have it.
Got it. Mullet, GI Mullet with in the Viper with a 145.669. All of these are the Vipers. Naranjo with a 145.897. Tommy Turismo with a 147.020. We got Nasty with a 147.983. You're not in the Mustang, Nasty. That makes me very sad, or Ford. And Mullet squared in, once again, Viper with 148.416.
Yeah, so really we had a tale of two sets of drivers here. I mean, Mullet and Oak making it into top split territory. And it looks like Tommy, Nasty, Mullet Squared are looking at split 3 for now. We had 18 drivers qualify, I believe, with these. I think that's without these 5. So with these 5, we should be at 23 Group 3 drivers, I believe. Yes, we are at 23. So that is 3 full splits in the Group 3 class. If we can get a few more drivers out in Group 3, then maybe we could even fill up a 4th split. Group 1.
Yeah.
Oh, let me get back to the other screen. Group 1, we only have 8 drivers that have qualified so far, but it looks like we have 3 more queued up for this session. And we still have over 2 hours of qualifying left tonight, so plenty of time to get drivers in here. 21 drivers will give us 3 full splits. 28 drivers will give us 4 full splits. Come one, come all.
Get on in here, folks.
Once again, quick reminder, please remember to hit that like and subscribe button while you're here. It helps out the channel more than you would know.
I'm really curious to see how the Sauber Mercedes is going to do. Jack Skellington, good friend of my channel, he jumps in on my streams from time to time. When the PHG World Series winds up, I might end up using his 4GT tune he's made for me. He is a master tuner when it comes to Gran Turismo tuning.
Very nice. All right, well, I believe this is the first Sauber Mercedes we've had this round, so also anxious to see how that goes. McNaughty and Felmora both in the Mazda 787B. Funny, Mullet with the time he had is in the Discord chat talking about how horrible of a lap that was.
Yeah, we racers tend to be a little bit perfectionists when it comes to things. Am I right, Sal?
Right. If I could have that be my horrible, quote unquote, horrible lap time, I'd be pretty happy. But Mullet's another breed. I've followed Mullet for quite some time. He is a fast driver. I got some pointers from him a number of NRL seasons ago, back in season 5, I believe. We were at the Nürburgring, and we spent quite a bit of time in practice. Really nice guy. Really enjoyed talking to him. Very friendly, very helpful. Glad to see him here at the PHG World Series.
It's awesome to see him as we see McNaughty coming up on the slowdown section for a 1-second penalty. That's definitely going to hurt his hot lap.
Absolutely. That's the one thing about Daytona, with where that penalty line is. Serving the penalty will hurt the lap you're on and the next lap.
Yay, super speedway racing.
Yep. It also brought Felmora a lot closer. They do still have a gap there, so it's not a problem yet. And knowing McNaughty's speed, I doubt he's going to close that up fairly quickly. Felmora is also quick. Not saying they couldn't close the gap, but I don't see him closing the gap that fast.
Indeed, as we see. Yep. Jack coming down through international corner, or international, it's called international corner, right?
The International Horseshoe is the official name.
The International Horseshoe. Thank you very much, Sal.
And then we've got the West Horseshoe, which is what he's coming into now. I like how that Sauber Mercedes has a much more lower guttural sound to it than the screaming 787B that sounds like it's being extricated.
You know, I really don't know which way to go on that, Sal, because I like them both. You know, I like the rumble of V8, but I mean, there's just something about a rotary 787B or RX Vision just screaming down the straight. You know you're in for a challenge if you hear the song of the people of the rotary engine crew up on your rearview mirror.
Absolutely. Things can be different and still both be good at the same time. That is
Two things can be true at once.
Yes. Jack putting down a 37.5. That is quite a ways off the pace from what these guys have been doing, but we'll see if Jack can improve on that. McNaughty with the 33.3 does have him provisionally in split 1 territory. We can see on the ticker at the top, the split 1 cutoff is a 33.6. But with over half of this qualifying session to go, I suspect McNaughty will bring that time down hopefully into the 32s. Spelmora at a 34.1 also could be looking at 32 territory. Jack has quite a ways to go. Let's hang with him to see where he's at getting onto the high bank. He is up, but only half a tenth.
Hey, an improvement is an improvement, right?
Well, absolutely. Let's see if McNaughty comes into the pits. He does. Palmora gonna do the same. And Jack, looking at Jack's tire wear, it does not look that bad. Although the right rear is seeing more wear than the rest, and I guess we did see that on the other car. I tend to always look at the front tires first, and then I notice the right rear has quite a bit more tire wear. We'll see if that affects him and if he's going to duck into the pits as well. He does not.
Yeah, he is not.
Ooh, did improve 1.5 tenths.
I suspect Jack's going to come in to the pits this next lap here and swap out some tires and see if he can, with the lower fuel load, try to get a better lap time than what he's gotten.
Absolutely. Yeah, he is up 0.3 in Sector 1.
Well, prove me wrong, Jack. Let's go.
Yeah, let's see if we can... I've found a number of times where I could be running a qualifying, getting near the end, where I have significant tire wear, and am putting down my fastest laps. Like, for me, and maybe Jack has the same thing, it's very much getting into a rhythm. Like, here, he's up half a second now. Yep, and he still has time that he could duck into the pits and do one more hot lap. Although at this point, if you're a half second up, maybe you just bank it. We'll see what he does.
Yeah.
He's continuing to improve.
What I would do.
Almost up to 0.6.
Does he go through the chicane here?
Oh, he got it.
So
easy. Almost
nice.
0.7 up.
Yeah.
That was a significant improvement getting through the chicane. We should see that time continue to come down as he gets to the start-finish line.
Hugging that inside line.
Gonna get it to 0.8.
Nope.
6.7 tenths. Still a 36.7. And then quits to the pits. So he does have have fresh tires. Maybe he's in a rhythm now and can get an even better time. McNaughty up 0.4. Palmora about even with their personal best. Keep in mind, this is their first hot lap after coming out of the pits. They will get one more hot lap, which may be the money lap. McNaughty getting up onto the high banks, nice and smooth. 0.6 up. Definitely in 132 territory. Palmora still about even. McNaughty coming to the next time check. Again, about 6.7 to the good. McNaughty. Ooh, that's close.
Ooh, that might be a pen.
Oh, 3/4 of a second. Ah,
There it is.
and that's going to hurt next lap too. I mean, if he's up 7/10, he could still have an improvement. Even after serving this penalty, it won't be as big of an improvement as his fastest lap, but it could still be a significant improvement.
Let's see.
Belmora
Nope.
not able to improve on that lap. Check in with Jack as he gets through the Le Mans chicane here. Hearing the tires squeal. Gets to the time. Oh, he's on his out lap. Never mind.
Yeah, trying to get those tires heated up.
Oh, I just missed where McNaughty was. Ooh, Belmora's down a half a second. Jack starting his hot lap. All right, McNaughty getting onto the high bank. Let's see what he did on the infield. Ooh, up a half a second. Belmora gained a little bit of time. He's going to need to make up quite a bit in these last two sectors. You know, they have 40 seconds left. They might get another hot lap. That would be great for Belmora and McNaughty for that matter. McNaughty up 6/10.
Oh, Famora. I might have cut it too close.
Still down a 1/4 of a second.
Yep,
Oh,
there it is.
picked up a pen.
Man, I'm like batting 1,000 here, feels like, when it comes to the Le Mans chicane.
Ooh, a 32.6. Very nice lap by McNaughty. And that is it for Felmora. Jack heading into the Le Mans chicane. Oh, goes a bit wide. Oh, totally misses the exit. Tried to push it a little too hard. McNaughty about even. But a 32.6. That's a 32.6 was where who was it? Detruserum and Saint? No, not Saint. I don't know. Two of our drivers earlier on had 32.6s. McNaughty down a 1/4. He's gonna have to full send it through the chicane to try to get an improvement at this point. But he's got a great banker time already. He could throw the Hail Mary. There he goes. Get that front end to bite. He gets it to bite. I think he made it. Did he make up any time?
I don't know, that first corner looked
He's still
dicey.
He's still 3/10 down, so I don't think he's going to quite make that up. That was a noble effort. He got through it just as fast as on that last lap. That 32.6, that is a fast time. Only less than 2/10 off of our leader, Wid, with a 32.470. But McNaughty, 132.643 in the Mazda 787B. Felmora with the 134.159. That looks like that is provisionally split two. And Jack Skellington in the Sauber Mercedes C9 with a 136.733. Looks like that Sauber may not be the meta car around here, but, you know, props to Jack for using something a little different.
Andy, maybe he knows something we don't. With the long-term potential of the car.
That is possible. I mean, we have seen a number of times throughout the season where the fastest car in qualifying isn't necessarily equate to the fastest time in the race. PHG Raider has readied up in the Group 1 787B. And NBR's Hot Air also in a 787B. So two more Group 1 drivers. Let's see, we're waiting for our Group 1 driver times to get input. I believe we will be at 12 drivers so far. These two will put us up to 14. That is 2 full splits. Anxious to see how that split 1 cutoff time changes once we get our update. Oh no, we had 3 cars there, not 4. I can't count. A 1:33.446 is the new cutoff time for split 1. S7R's Wid still our overall Group 1 leader. NVR's Hot Air and PHG Raider making their way out on the track.
Hey Sal, look down in your chat.
Which chat? My YouTube chat? Oh, I don't have my YouTube chat up.
Yes, you do. Oh, well, you should.
Oh, Papa, thank you for the gifted membership. I appreciate that. Papa, the proprietor of Papa's House of Game, the namesake to the PHG World Series. Appreciate that, Papa. Always appreciate you.
Yeah, hot air. Me trying to say air. Coming up onto the high-speed section, blazing down there in the screaming 787B. And coming up behind Raider into the bus stop. Oh, missed the apex, but they are on their out laps, so trying to warm up their tires. Nice high line here. Ducking them to turn 1 here momentarily as they cross the line.
You know, I was getting some windows repositioned. Let's go look at these liveries here while they're on their first hot lap. Nice blue and white Panasonic livery. Or Hot Air. And Raider in his traditional Coca-Cola red and white livery. We see him running that Coca-Cola livery quite a bit. Standard procedure, really. But yes, I got the YouTube chat popped up on one of my windows now, so I can pay attention, be a more attentive broadcaster.
One of the sitting here thinking when I see Raiders Coca-Cola themed paint scheme is, and those of you who are NASCAR fans, back in the day, Coca-Cola Racing Family Pit Stop.
Yeah, that was
Raider
a long time
cuts
ago.
down into cutting those corners in the chicane very nicely. And screaming as the 787B rotary engine does.
Should be finishing up first hot lap with a 33.5. Hot Air with a 33.6. So both of these very good first laps. We've been seeing right around that 33.6 range. So Raider slightly ahead of the curve on the first hot lap. See if he can improve on that throughout this session. Down just slightly on the second hot lap. Hot Air following suit. As he gets through the West Horseshoe. PHG Raider about to make his way onto the high banks of Daytona. Reaching that second, 1/10 up at the next time check. Hot Air also up, so both of them improve in the second sector. third sector ends fairly quickly here. Adds just a little more time, so had superior exit speed that time around. Same with hot air. Hot air. God, it's just
Hot
weird
air.
to pronounce. Hot air. I just need to get used to saying hot air. I keep wanting to like enunciate it. And both of them lost time in the chicane. Both of them still purple, but lost a little bit of the headedness they have. Yeah, I made that up.
A headedness.
A headedness. Hot air gonna bank that one. Improves by 1.2 tenths to a 33.567. Raider at a 33.563, but Raider's gonna come out on fresh tires and a little bit more time for those to get up to temperature for that final hot lap. Hot air up, a quarter second purple. So that's about 0.3 up on their personal best. Or no, they're only off by 4 1/1000ths. I oversold that. Let's see as we reach the end of the second sector. Still 18 thousandths to purple. It's really going to come down to the Le Mans chicane. Lost some time on that last one. See if this time around can be a bit smoother. The tire wear is going to hurt in this part, though.
Oh, yeah.
Made it through.
Like he navigated it nicely.
Lost about 0.5 just through the Le Mans chicane.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, he could have taken the exit now that I think about it a little bit better. But
looks like now he's going to get the fresh rubber on. PHG Raider coming around. Going to start his last set of hot laps. Going to have 7 minutes left. Should be able to get 3 hot laps in, actually. If they're all in that 133, 134 range, should cross the line with only a second or two remaining to do a third hot lap. Let's see as he finishes off that first sector. It's already up 1.3 tenths. We'll stay with Raiders since hot air is on an out lap. Raider gonna finish sector 2, get on to the high banks. And has improved some more, 0.2 up. I expect Raider should have a 32 in him. Quarter second up.
there we go. Let's see how he navigates the Le Mans chicane. Cuts it nicely.
Oh yeah, nice and smooth.
Okay. Yeah.
Those fresh tires are going to help. Ooh, he actually lost a little time there. I'm surprised. Still purple.
Yeah, I think it was the second to last exit that he might have lost some time on there in that last bit of the chicane as he crosses the line. Cruised by 187. Down into international
Horseshoe.
Horseshoe. Thank you. International horseshoe. Trying to remember.
Well, there we go. He's up. Up again on this lap. And hot air up almost a quarter second as well. So both of them looking at improvements here. Raider was really fast in these first 2 sectors last time. So if he's ahead again and can pull out a better Le Mans chicane exit, should be up for a good time. Still purple. Hot air up 3.5 tenths now. These guys are pretty evenly matched. Raider up 8/1000 or 800ths, I mean. Almost 4/10 for Hot Air. Raider getting through, keeping it tight. Still about even. Hot Air up 4/10. Hot Air is looking to take. Oh, but gets a penalty.
No.
Oh, that was a big improvement. That's going to be wiped out, and I don't believe he's going to have time to make another hot lap, whereas Raider is. Raider improves by 3/4 of a hundredth, I think is how you say that. But Hot Air, yeah, the flashers are on, so Hot Air's session is over. PHG Raider looking for one last attempt at getting down to the 32s. Let's see where he's at after the first sector. Down 2/10. There is some tire wear.
See if he can make it up.
He made up a little bit of time, but not much. Let's go on board as he goes through the Lamar chicane this time. Should be interesting. See how smooth this looks.
And okay, nice.
Keep it tight. Keep it tight. Made it through.
Very nice.
Is up to 1,000ths. Made a lot of time there. He's probably going to continue to decrease that time as he gets to the start-finish line. I don't know if it's going to be 3/10, but he should be able to drop 1 or 2.
If he can hit his shift just right.
Ooh.
All right.
I mean, an improvement's an improvement. 33,276. We look at the ticker across the top. Split 1 cutoff is a 33,446. So PHG Raider is provisionally in split 1. Hot Air provisionally at the top of split 2. And you can see him in the in-game chat. I was so close. He would have been at a 33. He was on pace for a 33-1 had he not gotten that pen.
Yeah.
It was 4/10 up. So that's a hard pill to swallow, but such is racing.
Yep.
Yeah, Boosa King in the chat. That's a tough break for Air. Absolutely it was.
As we wait for the next round of qualifiers coming into here.
Yeah, we have nobody queued up at the moment, so if you drivers are out there practicing, feel free to come on in. We do have an hour and 47 minutes remaining in this final pre-qualifying session of the season. Can't believe we are already at season's end. Round 7. This season has flown by.
Yes, it has indeed. And it's coming upon prime vacation season. So those of you who are watching who aren't qualifying, who are just watching for the racing action, what are your vacation plans? Let us know down there in the chat.
By all means, we'd love to hear what you people are doing off the track and off the sim rig.
As hard as it is to pull us away, right, Sal?
Right.
Our wives and husbands and significant others or whatever ever like, come out here, touch grass.
Yeah, we'll see. I've been trying to get a little bit more racing in myself this last week or two. I've had a lot of prep work going in to the VIP Racing League. I'll mention that again. They are starting up next week with their qualifier. They're going to run a pre-qualifying session Wednesday through Sunday 5 pre-qualifying days to determine where each of the teams is gonna be slotted in. They're running 2 different divisions in that league. Division 1 is going to be the more difficult combos, mainly Group 3 cars, and the Division 2 will be mainly Group 4 cars. You can find more information on that at the on their VIP League Discord. Sorry, I don't have the link for that. But you can also find more information on the new website that they just launched, motorsportleagues.com. Left to Pass You from VIP and his wife have spent a lot of time putting together that website as a bit of a gift to the community to be able to use to help organize upcoming leagues. They're using their VIP league as sort of the beta test for the website, where they're offering a lot of stuff out there. You know, drivers are going to be able to save their profile and track their progress in all the different leagues they do, and have their driver cards, and kind of help not only help these leagues get more discovered, but generate some fandom for the different drivers we have out there. It's really, I've talked to Left to Pass You about it quite a bit, and it's really exciting what he's got going on over there. And then the Upshift Media Studios that we just launched, we are going to be running the broadcasting for that league. So if you're at all interested in watching how that league unfolds, definitely go find us on YouTube at Upshift Media Studios. Go subscribe over there for lots of good league racing content. We are planning to be doing a lot of leagues in the future, and hope everyone will be a part of it. While you're here, make sure to like and subscribe to this channel. Helps out quite a bit. And it looks like PHG's D. Rodriguez is going to be qualifying in the coveted Mustang Group 3. We've got another
Let's go.
Mustang driver here at Daytona, trying to see if they can live up to the expectations of WID last season. Anxious to see how this goes.
Let's see how this man does.
We all know about the Mustangs
The speed!
and
4
the
miles an hour, officer.
Oh my God! Oh, stay calm!
as he's on his outlap, and it's already past the International Horseshoe. Coming back onto the high-speed section of he's got SRT on the side,
Viper on the hood,
Viper
and Dodge on the
Oh
front.
my goodness!
This is blasphemy, is it not?
Yes, it is blasphemy.
D. Rodriguez,
My
I
good-
salute you.
Why
I
do you
salute
do
you.
this to me? Why do you do this to
He's
Mr.
very much
Rodriguez?
very much just trying to get the added speed. Oh my God! I think I just hitting the buttons on the wrong keyboard. What am I doing? I think I've done this long enough.
And he comes through the Le Mans chicane. Hammer down. Let's see how Mr. Rodriguez does. Crosses the start finish and starts his hot lap. Down through the gears into second gear. High dabbles on the pedal, powers out up into third gear, and comes into International Horseshoe here.
Oh, sound of that car is beautiful, though.
Oh, yeah.
I do like the sound. I hate to say it. I feel like I want to cut my tongue out, but it sounds so good.
Oh, yes. Merc. Although I will admit that I do like the sound of a V10 Viper as well, because, once again, America, 250 years.
Right.
All right, and down through the gears in second gear, powering out onto the second part of the super speedway portion. He keeps it nice and low, trying to take the shortest route through the track. He drifts it up very nicely. Coming up to the Le Mans chicane, the bus stop, as many of us call it. Cuts 1 and 2, 3 could have been better. 4 looked nice.
Looking to try to get into the 146s to try to get into the top 2 splits. We do have 3 full splits worth of drivers. Depending on how many Group 1 drivers show up, we may or may not have a 4th split. So there may be a cutoff to try to reach here. Let's see, a 47.783.
We're on 147.73.
783 does provisionally put him in within split 3. So D. Rodriguez may have made the cutoff. I mean, D. Rodriguez is a fast driver. Let's make no mistake about it. I have raced against him on a number of occasions, and he's got a little bit of pace on me. So not surprised that he's keeping it out of the hashtag not last territory.
Why do I feel like that's a personal slight against me? Is Mr. Rodriguez comes up into the second horseshoe with his SRT badged Mustang. Gets a little bit into the grass there, looks like, but he comes out back onto the super speedway portion. Let's see if he's 1/10 down.
Well, we'll see if he adopts the same strategy we've seen from some of these other drivers and comes in and pits and gets at least 2 more hot laps in.
Comes down into the chicane. Can't really see how well he's doing from that camera angle. Looks like he actually cut it nice.
Down a quarter second. I think it's getting onto some fresh tires. That low fuel may help. See what he does as he gets close to the pit road entrance.
Yeah, we know the Mustangs drink fuel under this current balance of performance as Mr. Rodriguez comes into the pits.
Yeah, I think in all the Group 1 and Group 3 cars, when we see them dive into the pits, they're basically at a quarter tank. D. Rodriguez is under a quarter tank, so the additional fuel burn may help in qualifying here. I would imagine that's going to hurt in the race, but we'll see just if it helps out quite a bit on these last set of hot laps. And you know, being the only driver out there that didn't have to wait for anybody, may get 3 hot laps. Or no, never mind. These laps are 1:45, so yeah, he'll only get 2 hot laps.
Powers through into Sal. Remind me again, what's this second horseshoe called?
The international, or the second one is the Western horseshoe.
Western horseshoe. Powers out of the Western horseshoe and down through the gears he goes into first gear for rotation, up to second, powers out onto the super speedway section once again that the American cars tend to do well at. He's coming up to the Le Mans chicane. Let's see how he navigates this. Cuts 1, 2. Oh, three was could have done better with 3, but 4 he took
It is the
nicely.
outlap.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
You're getting all excited over the
I'm
outlap.
sorry, I get excited when I see a Mustang on track.
That's fair. That's fair. There we go, starting the hot lap. The lesser fuel load should help, especially in these first 2 sectors in the infield. That lower weight should help with the cornering ability here. So get to that
out
first.
through.
It's the first time check. It is up almost a 10th.
There you go.
Shaggy did say in one of the chats here that 46s are possible in the Mustang.
Props to Shags.
Yep,
Putting together a good old, good season.
Up a half second. Big gain in sector 2. Big gain.
Let's go.
Needs another quarter to get down into the 46s. That feels doable. Up 0.6. That looks tight. That looked good. Up 0.7, and he will continue to improve through turn 4 of the NASCAR circuit to the start-finish line. And then we'll have, I believe, 1 more lap to go.
I don't know, Sal. What do you think? I think this next lap is
46.8. 46.877. I think he could knock off another 10th and a half.
You think so with this tire wear?
I'm trying to be optimistic, Chuck. All right, so split 2 cutoff is a 46.817. So if he can knock off 6 100ths, he could make split 2 provisionally. And there's 7 100ths. He had a big gain in sector 2 here. We'll see if he can at least match that. He was 8 100ths to the good. Really trying to carry as much speed onto the high bank as possible. Oh, lost a bit there. But again, that was his best sector. Let's see if he can have a stellar chicane here coming up. I mean, that's a good time as it is. So just like we were talking about with McNaughty, this could be send it as hard as possible through the chicane. Ooh, those tires squeal too much. Just a little too much. Great looking 360 though. Style points for sure.
Indeed. Well, thank you, Mr. Rodriguez, for making my Mustang heart smile, for putting down a good, outstanding time.
Yeah, it looks like no matter how many drivers we have come out tonight, should make a split 3 cutoff. Should be right at the top of split 3 in this one. Well done.
Oh, he's still going.
Well, we got to wait for the timer to run out since Shaggy's in the pits.
Oh, yeah.
It's always the thing with the single car qualifier. The Shaggy needs to ready up and just sit in the pits, which forces the game to go into the overtime.
Mm-hmm. Down in the chat, Talon says, "Is that a Mopar V10?" I will fight you, Talon.
Maybe that's why the Mustang sounded so good.
I'll fight you too, Sal.
All right. This is why we can talk trash on the internet. My nose
I know,
remains
right?
unbroken.
Yeah, it's all in good fun.
Absolutely. And there is a Leo sighting. PHG Leo
Ooh.
in the lobby, going to put a time in. But once again, PHG D Rodriguez with a 146.877, just missing out on split 2 by 6/600ths of a second. But a valiant effort nonetheless in the Mustang. Unfortunately, not the fastest car given the BOP that PD uses. Leo running the Group 1, surprise, surprise, in a Mazda. But if D. Rodriguez is listening, oh, never, there we go, he left. Needed to leave the lobby or at least unready himself, which he did. Thank you, sir. Leo says he is ready to go. See this happen. Still, we are halfway through tonight's qualifying session. Again, I will remind everybody out there listening, please remember to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It is greatly appreciated. Here we go, qualifying getting underway. Getting this car out on track. It's always interesting how when they first start qualifying, you have to drive through the entire pit road exit. But when you're in the race and you do a pit, as soon as you come out of your pit box, it just puts you at the pit road exit. It's like a little teleportation that happens. That's the magic of race time versus qualifying time. All are good times. Let's take a look at Leo's got his tool-inspired livery here. What does it say on the front? This side up, fragile, handle with care. Freedom isn't free. And of course, advertising for the Postal Service on the gigantic rear wing, the 787. Leo, well known as one of our nation's postal employees. Thank you, Leo. We appreciate your service, both as a postal employee and as a veteran. Saw Cole Trickle, or SPC, jump into the lobby. Although his comment makes it sound like he will not be setting a time, which is a shame. Although Cole is a fast driver. Coming around that final turn, headed towards the start-finish line. Start his first hot lap. You know, Leo's been enjoying getting back behind the wheel. He's He's had a lot of stuff going on in the real world, getting a permanent position there at the post office, and also trying to work on a real racing career. I believe he's working on acquiring, I believe it's a stock car of some. I can't remember if it's dirt track racing or not.
Yeah, it was dirt track racing.
Okay, that's what I thought.
I remember seeing that before. You know, he is trying to work on that as well. You know, fellow friend, you know, OG PHG, been around for forever. I've raced him a time or two. I remember cutting his nose off at Deep Forest. You know, us racing each other very, very hard. But that would be a question to ask to Leo. What's going on with, you know, the PHG dirt track car?
Absolutely. He had actually hit up me and RJ asking if we could design a livery for his car once he acquired one, which would be fun. That would be so much fun to do. But
Maybe one of these
I think
days,
that's still in
if I
process.
ever, maybe one of these days, if I ever get that opportunity, I'll have to tag you guys, or maybe Leo and I can, you know, have matching dirt track paint schemes and liveries.
There you go.
You know,
All right, so
to our
Leo,
various communities, bring people into PHG.
so Leo on his first lap, a 1:34.946. He did go quite wide through the Le Mans chicane, so he's got some better time in him, I'm sure. You saw that front end wash out as he went through there on his first hot lap.
Well, looks like he got a little squirrely coming into that turn.
He did. I think he lit up the rear tires a little bit there. Let's see how he does getting onto the high bank. This is another spot where you can light up those rears. Seems to have done that fairly well. Only a 10th off, so he could improve quite a bit if he just hits the Le Mans chicane here, right? What were you going to say?
I was going to say Boosie King down there in the chat a while back said it's hot. It is indeed hot. And Mrs. Chuck and I are going to be going and floating in the pool tomorrow. So it is indeed hot, and these are hot laps that we are seeing here. And some very hot laps we're seeing indeed here, Sal, as Leo down 2/10, I think that was. Yep. Almost 2 1/4.
2/10 purple, and that includes the 1/10 red that he was. So he gained 3/10 just in the Le Mans chicane there. If he can tighten up that little tail end wiggle that we saw, it seems as if he's still got some better time in him. Got it down to a 1:34.7. He is the 14th qualifier in Group 1. So we will have 2 full splits after Leo is done here. Excuse me. If we could get at least 7 more drivers, that would fill up split 3. Well, that looks smoother. Oh, I spoke too soon.
Ooh. No. Little wiggly there. Once again, those high cars,
we
man.
can catch that from a different angle here. He tries to get that exit speed. And yeah, oh, it just slides on him. It looked like the traction control saved him, though.
Mm-hmm.
But cost him some time. Yeah, he is down 8/10. This might be the lap to bring it in, put on the fresh rubber. See what Leo does. Looks smooth through the chicane. Oh, yeah. He just gained 3/10, 4/10 in the chicane there. So he definitely has a better time in him. See if he's going to bring it in. Looks like he is.
Yep.
All right. We'll likely get
standing by
two hot laps. When we come back out, that second one, you know, the tires will be up to temp. They'll have the most grip. See if he can improve. I don't know. I think Leo could get down to the lower 34s. But you know, maybe he's got more, even more than that in him. I mean, when Leo's on, he is a fast driver. He is no slouch.
Yeah, I think we can all agree on that. He can be a force to be reckoned with when he's locked in and really feels the course.
Right.
All of us have our favorite courses where we really feel that we're locked in on, and we'll see how much Leo is locked in here as he navigates through the Western Horseshoe and getting ready to go up onto the super speedway portion, and going to be hard down on the power to the Le Mans chicane. Trying to warm up those tires on his outbound lap. He has less than 2 minutes remaining. Plenty of time to get one more lap in.
I think he may only be able to get one hot lap. I thought maybe he was going to get two. But if he crosses the line with 8:30, yeah, it's going to be past 8:30. So next time he crosses the line will be the last lap.
Yeah, unless he does something superhuman.
Well, if he's able to get there before the cutoff time, then he's already got pole by 10 seconds. So he wouldn't need the last hot lap at that point. Well, here we go.
Into the International Horseshoe.
Ooh, really trying to give it all the beans. It's down a little less than 4/10. He needs to get out of this Western Horseshoe. This is the one that's given him some problems. Nice and clean that time. Hopefully that's reflected in the time here. Ooh, a little wide there. Oh, he's down 5/10.
Oh, no.
I don't know if this is going to be the lap, but see if he can Hail Mary it through the chicane.
Powers down through into third, second.
Oh, gets a little wide, keeps it on the track. That may have cost him. Oh, he gained a 10th. I don't think he's going to make up 4/10 in this final sector.
Yeah, I don't think he will either.
So a 34.745, I think, is going to be it for Leo. Yeah, it looks like he agrees with us there.
A little bit of showboating there.
Gonna try to back it into the pit road. No, maybe not. We're just gonna have some fun. We gotta wait for the runoff anyway, so you know, why not?
Fun fact, I've heard there's a significant monetary penalty if you mess up the Daytona infield.
Well, luckily, since this is a virtual track, you can use Monopoly money to pay the fine.
Fair enough.
There we go. Leo's going to fill out our second split. Once these times get updated, we'll see where he slots in for that split 2 time.
Leo waiting on runoff time to count down. So Leo's lap was a 1:34.745. Sal, do you want to talk about our sponsors again real quick?
Sure, Chuck. We have got 4 sponsors here for PHG World Series Season 4. First of which is SimNet. You can find them, I believe it's simnetracing.com. Our second sponsor is Paul Davis Restoration, providing fire and flood restoration work on your home if you have an unfortunate incident. 4D Racewear is back with us in Season 4. They're a familiar face. And we're around in Season 3. 4D Racewear, makers of custom sim racing apparel, shoes, gloves, jerseys. I own a pair of jerseys, gloves, and the shoes. Love all of it. Great quality product. You can go find them at 4dracewear.com. And then MZW Sim Hardware, makers of custom accessories for the Fanatec wheelbase. I believe they make like different racing wheels and other custom accessories, again, particularly for the Fanatec ecosystem. You can find them at mzw-simhardware.com. Go show all of our sponsors some love.
Well, here we go.
Like
this is what I've been waiting for.
A GT1 qualifier speed bump in the Ford GT race car.
Mm-hmm.
FAF Elzo in, but it looks like he is in the Group 3 class. So this is, Shaggy called out, this will be a Group 1 qualifier, so Elzo will have to wait for the next session. But another Ford GT. I think this is only going to be our 3rd one for this event.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Cole is just here to provide moral support. I think we will ask Cole to please provide moral support in the YouTube chat rather than in the lobby, please. Ford GT, or wait, what was I thinking? The Ford GT is a Group 3, and so is the Viper. So
yeah, that's what I was about to say.
So they can qualify together. I don't know where my brain is at.
Yeah.
Wow. So Group 3 qualifying session. Had plenty of Group 3 drivers out today. I think, you know, the Daytona road course gets a lot of Group 3 love in the dailies. So not totally surprised that there's a lot of, we've had a pretty high Group 3 turnout. Would love to see more Group 1 drivers out there so we could fill up that 3rd split. Would love to see a 4th split. Let's see, let's check these things out. We got speed bump here in this kind of the what is the name? Ken Miles. Kind of a Ken Miles inspired livery, isn't it? Not quite.
Not sure.
Different colors for sure, but no, it's clean looking livery. We have Elzo and a Dodge Viper for the FAF crew. Full acceleration force. For those who want to know what FAF stood for. That's the PHG PG version.
Let's see how they warm up their tires. It looks like there's already some, even on the outlap. Elzo's got some, you know, tire wear here. As does speed bump, but significantly less.
The This Ford GT race car is good on the tires. May make it a force to be reckoned with on race day. The Viper is not so great on tires, but is great in a straight line. So, I mean, I'm sure there's a reason a lot of people have been using the Viper, particularly in the dailies when it comes to this track. But I do believe, again, I hate to say it, the Ford race car is probably underrated.
Agreed. And go down both into the International Horseshoe. Very nice wide line by Speed Bump. Down through the gears, Speed Bump goes into first gear to rotate back up into second. Powering out into the high-speed section is Elzo as well as Speed Bump. Let's see how these two do on the top end.
As we've seen, this Le Mans chicane really can make or break the lap. Let's see how smoothly they get through there. Also, a bit of a lift. Made it through smooth. Speed Bump. Seem to be carrying a little more exit speed.
Yeah, agreed. Let's see. Up to the tri-oval here.
Viper being so torquey. Help make up a little bit of a slow exit. Also coming into the pits already.
Whoa!
Very early pit. Speed Bump gonna clock the time of a 1:48.173.
On into the International Horseshoe.
See, if I double check our group 3 times, D. Rodriguez in the Mustang did a 46.8, so plenty of time on the table for Speed Bump to improve here.
Yeah. Where do I sit? Do I want the Ford GT to get the better time, or do I want the Mustang to get the better time?
You know, you wrestle with your demons however you see fit. Let's
see here, we've got, he's down by half a second there.
I think we've seen that this second hot lap on the opening stint can be a bit rough because of the weight. But if he comes in on this lap, then the second hot lap on the second stint out seems to be the fastest.
Indeed.
But that could also just drivers getting into the groove as well. Looks like Speed Bump is going to dive into the pits.
As we switch back to Elzo on his out lap.
Yep, we'll be starting
Cross
hot lap shortly, but should easily get 3 hot laps with slightly lower fuel load, not quite as much as what we've seen from some of the other drivers, but again, will help him get into a rhythm a little more so than some of the other drivers. So we'll see how he stacks up against his, or actually he hasn't even set a personal best yet, so we won't have any idea on the lap time here until he hits the start-finish line. Oh, nope, it does. Okay, never mind. It's showing it against Speed Bump's time, and he is 0.3 purple.
On to the super speedway section is Elzo.
7/10 purple. Ooh, really making up some time. I mean, that's still a low to mid 47. Split one cutoff is a 46.5. So he's got to drop about 1.6 seconds to get down to split one time. Although 8/10 is a good chunk of that. 9/10 is an even better chunk of that.
So coming across the line here in the tri-oval, I believe speed bump is on his outlap, so we'll see how he
the
can
whole
do.
second off. A 47.1. So again, if we look at the ticker across the top, 46.5 is the cutoff to split one. 46.8 is the cutoff to split two, less than 3/10. But a 47.5 is the cutoff to split three. So Elzo's well within split three. He has staved off elimination. And is up another 1/10 and a half. So needs to get down to that 46.8. So another 2/10 in order to make it up into split two. We'll see as Elzo crosses the second time check. We'll check in on speed bump here as well. Ooh, goes wide, trying to get onto the high bank. It's purple, but just barely. Speed bump is 4/10 to the good over his personal best. That's on track for a 47.7. Elzo's still just barely purple. Speed bump about the same, 4.5 up. Elzo trying to get through the chicane. Oh, and loses the rear end. Loses the rear end, trying to push it too hard. Speed bump coming out. Lost a little bit of time in the chicane there. Elzo, that's gonna hurt. He's gonna get one more lap, but he is certainly gonna be going slower heading into that lap. And he's got a penalty, so. That speed bump knocked 4/10 off, down to, 47.7. The split three cutoff was a 47.5, so speed bump needs to knock another 2/10 off to try to get out of that elimination territory.
Oof. Come on, speed bump. This Ford boy's proud.
He is off by half a second. It looks like both these drivers are going to have a tough hill to climb here for the last half of this qualifying lap. See where Elzo's at, still having that half second to serve though. Yeah, and is already down, so that may be it for both Elzo and speed bump for this session. So it looks like Elzo's provisionally in split three. Speed bump, unfortunately, is not going to make the split three cutoff, so unless we get a whole slew of drivers to come in and fill up a split four, do it for speed bump. Keep some more drivers in the game.
Woof. As we look at the qualification times, is we've got Elzo from with the 147-186 in the Viper, and shortly behind is Speed Bump in the Race Car 18 with the 147-739.
There you have it. That should be our 25th and 26th qualifier in the Group 3 category. Looks like we do have Q in the lobby, ready to put in a time for this next session. Looks like Shaggy still has to cancel the race so we can get the next qualifier underway.
Just so you know, we got about 1 hour left of qualifying.
1 hour remaining, folks. Oh, Q also in the Ford GT race car. Now I'm excited to see this. Q is one fast driver. Q came to us at the end of last season and jumped into the commentary booth, impressed me quite a bit with his vocal skills in the commentary booth, and has proven to be one heck of a quick driver as well. So I am quite anxious to see just how well he's able to wheel this Ford GT race car around Daytona.
As am I. When's Shag's going to qualify? Tonight or tomorrow?
I think Shaggy qualified yesterday.
Oh,
Shaggy normally is the very first qualifier, gets it out of the way, and then he can just run the lobby.
Yeah, that's right. It's Wednesday. Sorry. 12-hour shifts, rotating off days. Sorry.
All right, so more Group 3 drivers. We need more Group 1 drivers in here. I should probably switch to Q, the driver we are going to be watching. So he's just running the default livery, which we can still give it a quick once-over.
Oh yeah, Chip Ganassi Racing.
GT40 default livery does look nice.
Oh, it's not the GT40 though. It's just the GT.
Oh yes, you're right. The GT40 is the older model. I keep forgetting they took the 40 off when they made the newer cars.
Yeah, so the 40 references how tall the car was. So you can't quite call it a GT40 because the newer GTs are slightly taller than the original GT40s.
Gotcha. I thought I had heard that before, that was its height.
Yeah, it's a thing. Eats up those apexes. Oh, that last apex. I think he might be okay. Yeah, all right.
We'll see how this hot lap ends up. He just wants to have enough speed heading into the beginning of his hot lap.
Did you say speed, Sal?
The speed! 4 miles an hour, officer.
I did say speed.
All right, as he comes down through international chicane, second. Ooh.
That was not going to help his time. I think he pushed it a bit
See what
wide on
happened
the
here.
exit here. Let's see what happens.
Oh, yeah, he didn't quite. Oof.
Good
Oof.
save.
Yeah, fair enough.
No damage to the car, only damage to the laptop.
I mean, he's got some fuel to burn off and all that. Maybe we'll see some, better lap time.
Oh yeah, plenty of time left in this qualifying session.
Down into the chicane, cuts it nicely across. Looks like it was good to me.
That looked
What
like
do you think, sir?
a really nice and tight chicane. If he can do that reliably, I think he's looking for a pretty good time.
And coming across the line, 7376. See if
Whoa,
he can.
a little drifting through the first corner there. He's giving it all he's got. Well, let's see, a 47.1 is the split 3 cutoff, but I believe Q should be able to reach that. He gets through the International Horseshoe much cleaner this time. I expect this to be a purple sector, and sure enough it is. Looking like he's going to be down in the 46s already. A 46.8 is the split 2 cutoff. So, I mean, my God, in Group 3 here, there's only 0.3 of a second separating split 1 from split 2, and then only another 0.3 separating split 2 from split 3. So, a half a second gained could move him up an entire split.
Just goes to show the quality of drivers and how skilled they are in the PHG World Series.
Absolutely. He's up a quarter second now, so still just nipping at that 46. Again, he's looking for a 46.8 to make it into split 2. Ooh, lost a little bit in the chicane there, and picks up a penalty. Might be that time to pit. May have been that he was going to pit anyway, but I think that should make that a pretty obvious decision. Sure enough.
Yeah.
Although I don't know about you, but when I'm behind the wheel, I get tunnel vision pretty bad. There could be some pretty, some pretty obvious decisions to make that I don't make.
Yeah, it gets really hard, especially in VR. You're going into turns and somebody's over there, right? On your outside or inside, and you're trying to not ruin their race, but still try and run a clean race. It can be very hard as Q powers out of the pits into International Corner on his outlap. Let's see how he can recover. Hopefully he can. He's got a little bit less than 3/4 of a tank. Get those tires nice and warm.
Oh, and a quick shout out to PHG C-Dubs with a $19.99 donation. He says, "Say what, Pink Mish?" I think C-Dubs just trying to steal the crown within the YouTube chat. These guys like to... We're watching the battling on track. Seems that C-Dubs and Pink Mish are battlers within YouTube chat. We appreciate that. Thank you, C-Dubs. I appreciate the donation.
Oh, I don't know.
I think he kept it on. Got to really be careful on these out laps not to push it too hard because you don't want to ruin your hot lap. But you do want to carry as much speed as possible, and it looks like he got away with it. Maximum speed out of there. He's going to start his next hot lap, or his, next hot lap.
Down through the gears he goes into turn 1 and first gear up to second, powering out through the first sector into the international horseshoe. Once again, first gear for rotation, back up to second. Very nice, wide line, using all of down half a second. My goodness, more than half a second. Into the western horseshoe, powers out, hammered down. Those twin turbo V6 engines are screaming. Oh, little wiggle there. I don't know if that was net code. 7/10 down. Picked up another one. Here we go, Q. Let's go.
Big gains.
Eight? Almost a full second. Let's see how he does this Le Mans chicane.
So we're looking
down
at
through the gears he goes.
46.4
here. Oh, looks like
he's going to get another hot lap.
Yeah.
46.4 would put him into split 1. Let's see if he can maintain this and see if he can reduce it even more.
Down to the
final hot lap.
Trioval he goes.
46.346.
Second down. All right, let's see if he can improve on that now. Oh, that looked a little bit wide. Up through the first chicane here he goes into international corner. Oh, wiggle.
Wiggle, 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 yeah.
And then into the west corner here. Trying to dive down, but what do you think, Sal? There's tires too worn?
I think so. He's off by about half a second here already. Oh, big slide getting onto the high bank. Yeah, and it looks like he's in auto drive. I think he's giving it up for this final lap here. Trying to nurse it around. I don't know, he might have had a couple more tenths left in him on a perfect lap. But a 46.3 is still going to put him provisionally into top split in the heavily contested Group 3 category. So 27th driver. I don't know how many more Group 3 drivers we still have to qualify. There is 47 minutes left in this qualifying session. So still plenty of time. I'd like to see a number of Group 1 drivers out so we could fill up split 3. So for those of you out there practicing, get into the lobby here. You don't want to wait to be too late. Shaggy doesn't like to let this run into overtime. There we go, a 146.346. I believe, let me check the score sheet. That is the fastest Ford GT race car time. Shaggy is second fastest with a 146.6.
There we go. Mark.
So excellent qualifying session by Q. Making the Ford contingency proud. I can feel Chuck beaming through the headset.
Of course.
And then he quit out.
We're waiting on the next group of folks to come in and set qualifying time. If you're listening out there, folks, come on in. Looks like we got Florinota.
Florinota in to set the next qualifying time. Don't remember if Florinota is a Group 1 or Group 3 driver this season. But another newcomer to the series has proven to be mighty quick. Solidly in Split 1 and Split 2 all season, if my memory serves. Here he is, Group
Looks like
1, 787.
Mm-hmm. 787B. It's again another one of my favorite cars out there. The rotary engine sings the song of its people.
Once again, I will remind everybody watching and listening out there in YouTube land, please, please, please hit that like and subscribe button. We'd love to have you back here in the future. And then also show a little love to our newest endeavor over at Upshift Media Studios. You can find that find us on YouTube at Upshift Media Studios. We will be broadcasting the VIP League, which is going to be starting 1 week from today on Wednesday. We will be broadcasting their league over at the Upshift Media Studios channel, and plan to be broadcasting many leagues in the future. Here we go, as we got Florinota out there. That's right, Florinota has just recently been signed to Sector 7 Racing. Congratulations to Florinota for teaming up with a great group of people over there at Sector 7 Racing. We've gotten to know them quite a bit throughout both the PHG World Series, NRL, and also the IRO Endurance Series as well. Sector 7's good, classy group of guys. Great seeing Florinota on a good team.
Yes, indeed. As we see Florinota coming down through the Le Mans chicane as he powers out, starting his hot lap here momentarily, taking the high line right up against that wall. He comes down through the tri-oval and starts his hot lap. Down through the gears he goes. Into first gear, back up into second for a little bit of rotation. A little bit wide, I would like to think there. What do you think, Sal?
Yeah, it was a good set of corners. We'll see how the rest of this lap goes. Just want to give a quick reminder for those of you out there practicing up or maybe thinking about jumping in. You do need, there are some prizes to be had at the end of this season. Again, we are in the final round here, one of which is a set of SimNet pedals, which will be given away to a random participant in a drawing at the end of the season. You do have to have competed in at least 5 rounds to qualify for these SimNet pedals. So if there's any of you out there that have run in 4 rounds this season, this is your last chance to get that 5th entry, qualify to win those SimNet pedals. Florinota making his way around the last couple corners here. We're going to see how this time shakes out. I think we were seeing, 33.6s were very good first hot lap times. Let's see where he's at with a 33.8, so not far off. Florinota's got some pace. Looks like he went a bit wide there in turn 1. Eats up a little bit of the grass, but keeps it straight.
Down into International Horseshoe. Nice wide line through there.
Oh, it looks like he is still 1.2 tenths up on the previous lap, so that wide angle into turn 1 was maybe beneficial.
Agreed. It's so important in that turn 1 to take a very wide line and really cut that apex to maintain speed as, oh my goodness. Yeah, 4 tenths down. Onto the super speedway section is Florinota.
The split 1 cutoff is a 133.3. Or I'm sorry, yeah, 133.394. So he looks like he will be right at that split 1 cutoff. Let's see where the time check puts him now. Oh,
yeah, he lost a little time in that.
All right.
Yeah, lost a little time in that second to last corner of the chicane, I think.
If we were able to change his multifunction display and look at his optimal time, I think his optimal time is a lower 133. So we'll have to see how this shakes out. He's going to have a few more hot laps. Whoa, big drift coming out of turn 1, but somehow, how do you wrangle a drift in a Mazda 787B?
Oh my goodness, yeah, in a high downforce car like this, that's just a testament to his ability to hang on to the car and his ability as a driver.
Whoa!
Look at that.
That was one squirrely car.
Props to Florinota. Hang on to it, bud.
There we go. Well, I think that's probably going to kill this lap, I would presume. But now is probably going to be the time to come in. And then he would get one more hot lap with some fresh tires. Let's see if that's going to be the strategy. Or if he's just in the flow and going to stay out on track.
Papa says down in the chat, impressive save for sure. Yeah, agreed, Pops.
100%. 100%. But Florinota's got a good lap going already. I mean, a 33.6.
Yeah, bring it in.
That's a good time. But yeah, bring it in. I think the only way he's going to get a significant improvement on that is to bring it in, and sure enough, smart play does do it. I mean, the only risky part here is I think he's only going to have one shot at oh God, he might be able to get a second one. Because you come out after turn 1, it takes less than 3 minutes to get 2 laps around. He might get 2 hot laps, barely.
We'll have to see.
Because it skips you forward to the exit. Yeah, we'll have to see. 2 minutes and 45 seconds left to go in this qualifying session.
Hours down through the western horseshoe. Oh, a little sideways.
Don't damage the car on the outlap.
Yeah, right. A little bit of a wide line through there, but maybe trying to carry some speed. Warm up those tires. There you go, Florinota. There you go. Warm them up. Warm them up.
We are at 2 minutes to go. Plus runoff time. Yeah, 20 seconds to get to the start-finish line, I think. Or 17 seconds to get to the start-finish line. 8:27. Oh, yeah, I think he's only going to get one more. Yep. not quite going to get to. God, it was within 5 seconds of being able to do it.
Ooh.
But here we go. Here's the final hot lap. Needs to try to do it clean so he can get it without wagging that tail end around. Oh, goes really wide into the grass.
Oh no!
Oh, commentator's curse.
That's it.
Got reset. He had the pace. He certainly had better pace than a 33.6, but that's how qualifying goes.
Yeah.
I mean, we see it time and time again. I mean, every week there's a couple drivers that just can't quite put together the lap for qualifying. I believe that will still put him in split 2. We only have 13. I thought we had 14 drivers for split 1 or for group 1. We did. I think the ticker just wasn't updated after that last 14th driver. So, well, there we go. Now it's been updated. Florinota will be our 15th driver. So as of now, we only have 1 driver for split 3. We are going to need to get more drivers in here to be able to field a 3rd split. We do still have a half hour left. Just need to get some more Group 1 drivers in here ASAP. The Corridor has joined.
There we go. Curious as to what he's going to be driving today.
I believe Corridor is running Group 1.
Oh, Mr. Casual.
Mr. Casual is definitely Group 1. Saw him wheel that Group 1 around Mount Panorama with no practice. Fernando is joining.
Fernando, bud.
And another joiner. So drivers are coming out of the woodwork. This is good to see. We just need to wait for this qualifier to wrap up.
Mr. Old Man Pip.
And another joiner. Come one, come
Johnny
all.
Boy.
BK2 Johnny Boy. I like that. Live on YouTube at BK2 Johnny, maybe. I have that. The automatic message that goes out when I join a lobby is live on YouTube. And if I'm not live, and it's like, oh, lies. I forgot to change that.
All right. As we sit here and wait for qualifying to start again for this round, Sal, what do you think? Who do you think in the Group 3 cars will have the advantage?
It's hard to count out Jorge. He has been so good in Group 3 and so good at Daytona, but with Mullet in, having joined the PHG World Series, Mullet and Jorge are both 2-time NRL champions in the top division. So, this season, now that we've had WID, which was another great battle that we saw last season, running the Group 1 cars, I think watching Mullet and Jorge battle it out in Group 3 is going to be a fun one to watch. I think Jorge has the slight advantage, only because I think he's been putting in more seat time as of late. But skill level, I really don't know who I could give the edge to be totally honest. Who's your pick?
I really can't call it. You know, everything's just so close in the PHG World Series. I honestly can't call it.
That's fair. I mean, looking at these qualifying times, they're so incredibly tight. I mean, if we go back to the combined qualifying here, I mean, a 46.5 for split 1, 46.8 for split 2, and then a 47.1 for split 3. I mean, that's nuts.
Yeah, it's definitely, you know, a very close field that we field here in the PHG World Series. Let's see, we've got, once again, a bunch of more 787Bs.
4 Group 1 drivers, so that'll make it so we have 5 drivers queued up for the third split in Group 1. So that will help quite a bit. Sierra still in practice mode. We should be getting this qualifier underway shortly. And if Fernando readies up, I think Fernando's been driving Group 1 this season as well.
This might be very interesting because these are the kind of drivers who, you know, really wait until the last second so that they can nail down their muscle memory and, you know, how they're going to do things, their qualifying strategies. So this is going to be very interesting to see, I think. What do you think, Sal?
Yeah, I mean, I'm assuming all these drivers have probably been in practice lobbies for the last hour or two, really trying to get everything dialed in, come in at the last moment. And, you know, who knows? We may see someone shock us here. I mean, we all know Corridor and Mr. Casual specifically are very quick drivers. Corridor's been, I mean, we talked about Jorge, Mullet, and Wid all being NRL Division 1 champions. Corridor's been NRL Division B champion, which is no easy feat in and of itself. So, you know, we might see some of these guys make split 1. We shall see. But this putting us at, Fernando's readied up in Group 1, so this will put us at 20 Group 1 drivers. I mean, there's only one spot left for split 3 in Group 1 after these guys are done. So with 28 minutes remaining, we get some more drivers out here. I mean, it's entirely possible we could get into a 4th split, people.
As we wait until, here we go, qualifier starting. Corridor leading everything off of pit road. It's a long exit here. A couple people waiting until they start their out lap. Once again, as Sal mentioned earlier, remember slipstream is disabled in qualifying, so it behooves you to make sure you leave plenty of space. Oh, Mr. Casual off into the grass.
You know, giving the space. Giving the space while giving us a show. In his traditional Hot Wheels livery. I love it. Fernando Button in the Gulf livery. Another classic.
I do love Gulf liveries. They just look so amazing.
Old Man Pip. Classic gray with the black racing stripe. K2 Johnny Boy. Nice clean look.
A little flip-flop paint job.
Looks like Shaggy's telling us in the chat that 4 splits will be run. So I think he must be anticipating some more drivers coming out. Maybe some of those split 3 drivers that don't, are down in split 4 will help fill up some spots. I'm not sure. With 20 drivers, that almost fills up split 3. Maybe there's still some yet to qualify. It wouldn't surprise me if Shaggy has some secret information.
Yeah, corridor coming up into the last turn before the super speedway section. Laying down the power. Just to catch a little wiggle there. Coming out onto the super speedway section as well. One of our fellow commentators. Make sure you take a look at his YouTube channel and like and subscribe.
Absolutely. Mr. Casual has been running broadcasts for PHG World Series and also for the IRO Sector 7 collaboration, the GT Sprint Championship. He's been running broadcasts for them over there as well. So a lot of good content over there on his channel. Corridor coming across with the 133.6. Mr. Casual with the 133.5. Let's see if we can
Fernando
catch that.
big.
If we can catch that cut here as he goes through the chicane. Oh yeah, I got that front end just bit into the tarmac a little more than he was anticipating. BK2 Johnny Boy jumps up into 3rd place. The 35 flat. The Corridor and Mr. Casual leading the charge so far. Corridor up by a 10th on, or actually it was 10th purple. Mr. Casual also a 10th purple. So we're looking at about 33.4 for these drivers. See how it ends up. It all comes down to how they get through the chicane. Corridor navigates it quite smoothly. Oh, I may have lost half a tenth to a tenth there, though. Mr. Casual pushing it hard as well. Ooh, up 0.3. He didn't. Oh, he did. Did cut a corner there. I missed where that was. Let's see if we can catch that. Oh, that's not far enough back. Let's see if we can go farther back in the replay. Here we go. He ducks in. Oh, yep, missed it on the exit. Just barely missed it on the exit. But yep, Corridor knocked off almost 1.4 tenths. Gets him down to a 33.5, just ahead of Mr. Casual. Old Man Pip and Fernando ducking into the pits already. And BK2 Johnny Boy with about a 0.7 of a second improvement. Nice improvement. 34.5. Or I'm sorry, a 34.3 will put him into split 2. Well done.
Ooh. Very nice.
Although that doesn't account for the fact that Corridor and Casual will be pushing that split 2 time down. So once this wraps, whoa! That was weird.
I feel like that might be
I think there was some net code. That's what's happening? Yeah, that's
yeah, that was weird.
There was clearly some oh, we lost him. He DC'd. So clearly not just net code, but a net disconnection. I believe Shaggy has.
Steering failure. Steering failure. That's what we're going to call it.
I believe we have established the precedent that if somebody disconnects, they are allowed one more hot lap. I think, or maybe that was only if they have a lap time that gets impeded. Maybe Shaggy can clarify that in the chat. Mr. Casual in and out of the pits, hoping to put down a faster qualifier on the lower fuel load. He has got over a quarter tank down.
Let's see Shaggy down in the chat. We need a ruling on that from Oak.
Okay. Oak, the head steward.
Going through the bus stop is Mr. Casual. Power on. Will he get one more lap? Let's see. Nope. Oh, well. Actually,
he'll get
yes.
one more lap. He just won't get two more laps.
Yeah, hey, I read that wrong. Yeah, so Mr. Casual will continue his hot laps as he sits atop of the leaderboard in this round of qualifying with a 1:33.522.
Old man Pip with a big improvement. He was at a 36.4, now at a 35.3, so big improvement for old man Pip. Mr. Casual coming up onto the high bank here. Not looking like an improvement thus far. See where Johnny Boy is at. Oh, also down. Old man Pip.
So according
Old
to
man Pip,
Corridor
another
down,
half-second improvement. Ooh, big improvement.
Corridor down in the chat, he says he got DC'd.
Oh, yep, they're saying in the chat, folks said that if a person DCs after setting a lap, they do not get a redo. So the redo must have only been if they were impeded by another driver while qualifying, and that did not happen. Old man Pip with another 7/10 off of their time. Oh, and Johnny Boy gets a penalty on his final hot lap.
No.
Not able to improve. Fernando coming to the line. Trying to improve on a 38.6. Not able to improve on that.
All right, so in all of these are Group 1 787Bs. We've got Mr. Casual with a 133.440. With BK2 Johnny Boy, we've got a 134.356. Old Man Pip has a 134.596. Fernando Button has a 138.674, and Corridor 71 has a 133.504.
I mean, that 133.504 is still a solid time. Looks like that is going to put him into split 2 instead of split 1. But still a decent time nonetheless. We have now had 20 Group 1 drivers. I did say that Shaggy had commented that because we've had so many Group 3 drivers, they will fill a 4th split with fill-in drivers for Group 1 if need be. But yeah, run 4 full splits. That's going to make it for a full weekend.
Got S2C jumping in.
All right.
Well, S2C up
BK2
there is.
Johnny Boy saying that was his fastest lap he's put down all week. So way to come in the clutch, Johnny Boy.
There you go. Sometimes it happens like that, right?
Absolutely. Some people, the pressure makes them rise to the occasion.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we've still got 14 minutes left for qualifying. 10-minute qualifying session for S2C starting right now. Unsure if Shaggy's going to run another one if people show up, as it would be before 10 p.m. Central.
We will see.
Yeah, we shall see. But this will put us at 21 Group 1 drivers. That fills out the top 3 splits. Papa's trying to talk me into racing this event. I'm not going to be anywhere near my sim rig this weekend. So that's not going to work.
S2C powering out of the pits around International Horseshoe, coming down through the semi-straightaway into the West Horseshoe. He's gonna power up here shortly onto the super speedway section, and we will see his hot lap. Screaming down the backstretch is the 787B. Down through the Le Mans chicane. And coming around to cross the line here momentarily. Crosses the penalty line. No penalties. Is S2C. And let's see how he does. Down into turn 1. A little bit of grass there. Swing it wide. There you go, S2C. Looks like you got a little wiggly there. And on to the west end here. Down to second. Rolling on the throttle. A little bit of traction control kicking in there. And up onto the super speedway portion. And see how he navigates this Le Mans chicane. Nice high line we see here. And power is back onto the straight, heading towards the tri-oval.
See what that first lap time is. 33.6. We have seen a 33.6 on the first hot lap so many times tonight. Shows Estacey's got the pace.
Yeah, especially as the fuel wears down and they switch tires into International Horseshoe.
Two-tenths.
Oh, there you go. Up into high-speed section once again.
Lost a little bit in that sector.
Yeah.
Not much, only half a tenth. As we've seen time and time again, the chicane can make or break the lap. Back up to 2/10 to the good. Ooh, that looked like a nice tight line. Ooh, a little twitch on the exit.
Oh.
1.6 to the good and no pen. That was looking like such a good line, but that little twitch on the exit, I think, cost him.
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't even catch that.
Here we go, a 33.4. See if he follows the same formula the others have in pitting at the end of this lap. He can get around quick enough. Could get 2 more hot laps in.
Down into the western part of the track and down through the gears into first gear to rotate back up to second into the super speedway portion. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna come in this lap. That would be my call. What do you think, Sal?
I would think so. He is down just slightly, and if they continue running, the tires are just going to continue to wear. So at this point, it would probably be best to go in, get, again, I think they might be able to get 2 hot laps in. Oh, it's so tight. But even if they only get 1, it's bound to be a better lap.
Yep, there he goes.
Yeah, look at that right rear. Abusing that right rear. It's about 50% gone. Below 3/4 of a tank.
Into the pits he goes. His pit crew swaps out the tires. And power's out. Well, yeah, it's automated, but and into International Horseshoe. Warm up those tires, man. See, coming up onto West Horseshoe. And onto the Super Speedway section, we see Estacey. See how he navigates this bus stop. Definitely a place where you don't want to make mistakes because that will hurt your next lap.
Right. Yeah, again, especially on the out lap, you don't want to ruin your hot lap by overcooking it through through the chicane.
Looks like he navigated that nicely. Nice high line. Trying to build up some speed. He crosses the line here right now and starts his lap. Down into fourth, third, second. Ooh, oh, yeah, okay. Holds on to it in second. Down in first for a rotation into international corner, back up to second.
There we go. 1.4 tenths to the good.
And around West Horseshoe.
Little twitchy there on exit.
Powers back out onto. Oh, there you go. 2 tenths up.
Quarter second to the good. It all comes down to the horseshoe. 30 seconds remaining. I think this is going to be the final lap. Still a quarter second up.
Oh, that entry looked dicey into the chicane.
Almost 4 tenths up. Big gain through the chicane. No penalty.
Like he made it, yeah.
And should gain some more through this final sector. Might be a 32. It's going to be close. 32. 33 flat. .33 flat puts Ecstasy into the Group 1 Split 1.
No surprise.
Ooh. Just got it in there. Was sitting in Split 2. That last lap, that final chicane really pushed it. Almost incurred a penalty, but instead was able to punch their ticket into Split 1. Now gets to race Friday night instead of Saturday afternoon. The races this weekend will be Friday evening, starting at 7 p.m. Central. The stream will kick off. And after all the pre-race ceremonies are completed, we will get Split 1 underway, followed by Split 3. The next 2 races will occur Saturday afternoon. The stream will begin at 1 p.m. Central Time. You'll start with Split 2, followed by Split 4. A lot of drivers coming out for Daytona. No big surprise there. Daytona is always a popular track for most of the drivers. Really looking forward to that. Not sure if we're going to have any more drivers readied up to do one last qualifier or if Shaggy's going to call it. I'm watching the YouTube chat to see if Shaggy chimes in.
As am I.
Man, it's always fun watching these drivers. You get down to the final second, the final lap, and somebody makes their way into the split they were shooting for. Ecstasy keeping that drama alive. And this is the kind of stuff that we are going to expect to see on race day. The way that we have the PHG World Series formula doing these pre-qualifiers makes sure that each of the splits have really close racing. Somebody who's particularly good at Daytona gets into the higher split. Somebody's not so great at Daytona. They may end up in a lower split than they normally have, but it keeps all the driving and all the racing nice and tight. We have had some amazing finishes this season, even in the long endurance races that have lasted for 90 minutes. The drivers get spread out throughout the race, and at the end, all of a sudden, we've got a battle going on in the last lap. And I fully anticipate we will see the same thing this weekend. Final round
Yes,
of the competition. Everyone's putting their best foot forward. It should be a blast.
Yeah, I agree, Sal. It's just as much fun as commentating on, all of these races and just how close they can be and the dramatic moments we see every time. I don't think we're gonna get any more qualifying tonight, as Shags says down on the chat that he is done. So
7 rounds of hosting all these lobbies. Shaggy is worn out, and he plans on racing 2 times this weekend. He's going to run in Group 3 and Group 1. There is that option for those of you Group 3 drivers. We are looking to fill up Group 4 with provisional fill-in spots for Split 4. We've got plenty of Group 3 drivers, but we need more Group 1s to fill in that final split. So please let Shaggy know in the Discord if you would be willing to make an appearance. So that is going to conclude it. 21 drivers qualified for Split 1. Sector 7's WID leads the charge with a 132.470. Group 3 is led by Jorge Sr. with a 145.372. We have seen those two battle it out all the time, but it's also been exciting seeing them in separate splits, dominating their own classes. Man, this final round is going to be a banger. Chuck, I'll give you some final words before we sign off.
Yeah, I know this is, I think we were talking earlier, this is your and my final commentary / broadcast for the season. I'm, very grateful to be here, to be, talking some racing with my buddies, and looking forward to the next season. And make sure you like and subscribe down on Sal's channel, and if I get a chance this weekend when I'm working, maybe I'll see if I can tune in and see some epic racing action from the PHG World Series.
Absolutely, Chuck. I will echo that. Thank you for joining me in the booth tonight. This has been a blast, both tonight and throughout the season. As you mentioned, this is also going to be my final broadcast for the season. I will be out of state. I will most decidedly do my best to check in and see how things are going. Who knows? Maybe I'll sneak my way into the commentary booth or something in there. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I mean, it's been a blast of a season. This is the final round of 7 rounds, season 4, multi-class racing. The first time we've tried multi-class racing in the PHG World Series, and man, it has been fun to watch. I tell you what. So for those of you that have tuned in for the first time, definitely come back for race days. Again, that's going to start at 7 p.m. Central Time on Friday, and then again at 1 p.m. Central Time on Saturday. Make sure to go to the PHG website to get the details over where to tune in. The website is papashouseofgame.com. Definitely go check that out for both the times for this season and for future seasons. We will most decidedly be doing this again in the near future. After this season wraps, we will be, a number of these drivers will be participating in the VIP League that will be starting and kicking off 1 week from now. So definitely go check that out. You can find more information on that at motorsportleagues.com. And it's been a great season. It's been a blast being here. Thank you to everybody, both in front of the scenes and behind the scenes. Shaggy and Mish and our different graphics people and scoring people and just the army that it takes to try to put this together. It is no small feat by any stretch of the imagination. So, show your love out there. As Chuck mentioned, please like and subscribe to the channel. I will definitely be back for future seasons as well. But really, until the races start this weekend, everybody be kind to one another. Peace out. We will see you again soon. Later.
Later, folks.
Well, PHG family, you stayed to the last lap. Hands up, screens up. One more time for the ride. Turn tonight. You held the line with me through red flags and green light.
Pit lane stories, full gas hearts. We chase that finish sound.
Now the last spring fades away,
But we ain't slowing down.
hear that engine call.
One more roll of thunder.
Keep that fire in your chest.
We're going back under.
PHG World Series Season 4.
We were born for more. Until next time, until next time.
We hit the floor, we hit the floor.
PHG World Series Season 4. Keep that engine roar. Until next time, until next time.
We run it back once more.
You saw the slide, you saw the save.
You saw the last lap grin.
Every wheel to wheel, every close call.
We felt you leaning in.
The checkered flag don't mean goodbye, just means the night went wild.
Save that spot for the next green. We'll meet you in a while.
When the lights go low and the final screen is glowing,
All that talk, all that heat.
still keeps the whole room flowing.
PHG World Series Season 4.
We were born for more. Until next time, until next time.
We hit the floor, we hit the floor.
PHG World Series Season 4. Keep that engine roar. Until next time, until next time.
We run it back once more. To every driver who clipped the apex. To every viewer who called the move before it happened. To every late night legend who stayed until the end. You made this more than a race.
You made it a room. You made it a ritual. You made it a reason to come back hungry.
When the helmets come off, the story still rolls.
When the track goes quiet, we still hear you.
So keep your colors ready.
Keep your flag high.
Keep your friends close.
Keep your timing sharp.
Because the next start line is already waiting on us.
Slow it down, let it breathe. Then we rise like a fire. Hands together, heart to heart. Then we climb even higher.
PHG World Series Season 4.
We were born for more. Until next time, until next time.
We hit the floor, we hit the floor.
PHG World Series Season 4. Keep that engine roar. Until next time, until next time.
We run it back once more.
Until next time.
Keep the pedal down.
Keep the dream alive.
See you on the grid.
Same drive. Until next time.
All right, viewers. That's the flag. PHG World Series Season 4. We ran it hard tonight. and fire in the night. Hands on the wheel, eyes on the bend. Every green light had us all in. Hear that engine call, hear that crowd reply. We don't slow down, we just aim for sky. Until next time, keep the wheel in line. Until next time, PHG runs tonight. Until next time, we'll be back. All right. Until next time. Pit lane talk and a fresh set of tires. Balled on the brakes and we climbed higher. Every pass clean, every lap pure. That kind of pressure keeps you hungry for more. Hear that engine call, hear that crowd reply. We don't slow down, we just aim for sky. Till next time, keep the wheel in line. Until next time, PHG runs tonight. Until next time, we'll be back. All right. Until next time. One more look at the screen glow. One more nod to the crew. One more mile in the rear view. Before we say goodnight, we came in loud. We came in proud. And we leave it wide open for the next run around. Until next time, keep the wheel in line. Until next time, PHG runs tonight. Until next time, we'll be back. All right. Until next time. So from the whole pit, from the whole stream, from every driver, every crew member, and everybody watching at home, thank you for riding with us through PHG World Series Season 4. Thank you for the cheers, the tension, the close calls, the clean passes, and the ones that made us hold our breath. We felt every lap with you, and we'll carry this one with us all the way to the next green flag. Keep your helmets ready, keep your hearts in it, and keep coming back when the lights go up again. Until next time. Hey! Until next time. Well, PHG family, you stayed to the last lap. Hands up, screens up. One more time for the ride.